I guess whenever you feel ready for it.
Okay, I'm into it.
Are you?
I sure am.
You into it? Well, hey,
am.
cheers! Just like our screen.
Mine says Cat Dad.
Mine's
cringy as hell.
A handmade thing that a friend of mine
Tale?
made. No, not yet. Not yet.
So what you were saying before about how I wasn't at San Diego Comic-Con, and neither were you.
No, I wasn't.
Yet. We are going to
I've never gone before. I've never been to San Diego.
A lot of people thought we were there for some reason. I don't know if we gave out the impression that we were there, but we were at a different Comic-Con in March. But yeah, we should go
next
in the future.
Yeah.
Or
especially because next year might be when they announce the Justice League reunion movie, if that is a thing that will happen.
Yeah, we'll be in the Woo girls for the Justice League reunion.
We'll be the reason. I don't mean anything negative by this, but we'll be the reason why Bruce Timm has bodyguards. But it's not like a threat. That's not a threat by any means.
It'll be. I was gonna say it'll be like, okay, we got Hall H. Like everything's set up. We're gonna do a Justice League reunion announcement, and it'll be like 10 people in the back, and you, me, and Maddie in the front row, just. Oh, there's Kevin Conroy, and then they'll all come out like Avengers style, as it like they're playing their individual theme songs as they all come in. There's the one guy in the background, in the far back, and us just going, yeah, woo! And nothing's happening, and then they're all really sad. Yeah,
and then they announce that Batman the Animated Series is no longer canon. They just say that out of nowhere.
That's the whole reason they're there.
That's why
Bruce Timm do that.
He's long talk, and we decided to take it out.
We're gonna bring all the Justice League voice actors here to let you know that we are removing Batman the Animated Series.
Anything sounds better when Susan Eisenberg says it.
Yeah. Hello, boys. Batman the Animated. That's my impression. Apparently, Batman the Animated Series.
Oh no!
No longer.
I told you the camera was going to fall at some point.
Why have you done this?
Well, you made me laugh, and I yanked the screen down.
What, do you have headphones that are 2 inches long?
Don't ask.
Okay. Yeah. I just have my phone connected to my stomach so that whenever I laugh, it falls over.
Well, it was a quick save.
Welcome everybody to the next, the most recent, now happening episode 48 of 12th Level Intellects. We got 2 more episodes till Maddie officially joins the 12th Level Intellects, except that we won't have figured it out by then, so it'll just keep postponing until Ted gets an iPad.
Maddie's almost official.
Yeah.
Almost official. Official data boy.
We should have like a birthday party, like a cake and stuff, like for his arrival as a 12th level intellect, but he's not present for
we should do one of those certificates, like the Justice League of America hereby induce Maddie Washburn into the 12th level.
We induce you into a coma so that you can be part of the 12th level intellect.
Induct is the word I was looking for.
Yeah. Well, intimate you into the 12th level intellect. This is usually a podcast where we just talk about whatever the hell we want to, and as evidence today, we're doing the same.
Yes.
But we're going to be talking about San Diego Comic-Con. We're, a wee bit late talking about that, but even if this was coming out on usually does, we would have been like a week late to talking about it. So whatever. It's not about it's not about the news of the con. It's about hearing us and our thoughts on the things. So, what other news though is not Comic-Con related that we can talk about? Did either of us figure anything out for that, or we just kind of roll right into Comic-Con stuff?
All the news I feel like got wrapped up in the Comic-Con.
Yeah, it's pretty. There's got to be one thing that's like I was saying who learns. I wasn't a Comic-Con.
One of the guys who was an editor for Comic Book Resources is now a vice president at DC Entertainment. His name was Jonah Wayland.
Congrats,
so that's interesting. Dude. He was a founder of Comic Book Resources.
He did as much as we did, which is he
made a website.
I would like that to be my URL, and then put founder under his name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sure he could.
Hey, that's what it takes to be a founder.
Yeah. All 12 levels of foundation. We got there was, I swear there was a trailer for something that I'm forgetting that I actually am looking forward to.
Well, there were a bunch of trailers.
Well, yeah, but not a Comic-Con one. And when I Google trailer, it shows me trailer parks in my area. So we got the Chinook Trailer Park. We got the Southwestern Historic Lodge and Vintage Travel Trailer Resort. That sounds
anything
pretty,
affordable. You got some fancy trailers out there these days.
This one looks pretty okay. Yeah, it's got
I thought about moving to a trailer for a second.
This one's got a sauna in it.
I found one for $4.75 a month. And for a second there, I was like, you know what? I could.
That sounds pretty good, yeah.
But it was like 20 minutes out of town, and I was like, I don't know.
What do you have to travel to? Goodwill?
Out there? Yeah, basically.
No, I mean, like what do you need to get into town for? You're fine.
Me? Oh, sure, yeah. Who needs to go to town? You got when you have Amazon delivery. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, we might as well just skip to San Diego Comic-Con stuff because there is a lot of it.
Yeah.
I think you and I are both. Are you referencing the IO9
list
as well?
We might as well. As well.
Like I said, we're not really going off of this for stuff that like we're not coming up with what happened. It just happened, and we're just going to talk about what existed. Welcome to the Trailer Park Show with Watchtower Database. That's what this is. Yeah.
I'm Bubbles. This is Ricky. Julian doesn't make it to episode 50.
I got the glasses.
Okay, you should be Bubbles. What was your biggest, before we dive into all of it, what is your biggest takeaway from SDCC? Like, what do you think of first where you're like, I'm excited for that thing?
Picard trailer.
Which I didn't watch.
I should. Because you probably don't care.
I grew up on Next Generation. But
I'm sure as we go down this list, I'm actually going to come across a lot of stuff that I'll go, I didn't know that, because there's. I paid.
Did you watch the Cats trailer?
I did, yeah.
Okay, see, that's where I'm at, or I'm not excited for it.
I guess it was a Comic-Con thing.
I'm excited for it the same way I was excited about the Sonic trailer, where I'm like,
well,
a little scared.
Yeah, let's start with Cats. That's the least superhero thing.
Well, it's fairly superhero. There's a lot of, Catwoman became a very similar type of cat creature.
Cheetah,
in Tiger episode.
I wonder if they'll use this same technology for Cheetah in Wonder Woman 84. We'll never know.
I hope so. Or I hope not. I don't know.
There was a little, behind the scenes Cats thing video that came out before. I don't know why I'm doing this so much. I guess I'm rubbing a cat. Anyway, there's a behind the scenes video coming out. That came out a few days before the trailer. That was all these really slow motion, artistic, shallow focus shots of Taylor Swift practicing ballet and Judi Dench being all, I wanted to be in the original Cats, but I broke my foot and I couldn't do it, and now I have the opportunity for the first time, and it's beautiful, blah. And all this really oh, it's so Cats is a magical experience, but they don't show any of the animation in any of the movie. They're just showing rehearsals and stuff like that, and it's made out to be the most this movie is an event kind of. And then they're trailer Friday at the end of it. And then the trailer happened. Everyone went, "Oh my God, what am I looking at? What is happening to my brain?"
It was a glorious. I don't know. It was an experience.
I think on a technical level, the ability, the fact that, as far as I understand it, that's actually real humans filmed on camera and then is attached to their bodies. I think that is actually technically amazing.
That's
but it's
amazing.
The most creepy ass thing. I don't know.
I'm thinking back to early Pixar where they were talking about how Monsters Inc. was so hard to animate because of all the hair on Sully's. Yeah, so we've come a long way.
A specific shot of Sully when he falls into the snow. And slow dolly in on him, and you can see every fibrous hair blowing in the Arctic wind, and it was the most like amazing thing. Now you go back and watch that and go like, yeah, there's not really that much hair on him, honestly, like compared to hair technology now. But
it's another hair episode at the Watchtower Database.
Sure is. We got to put that in the thumbnail so plenty of people will click on it. I think that's something that segment. Anytime that they have these, like, I don't know, movies. Hey, cat, I got a cat right here.
Oh, cats.
What's your opinion on the Cats trailer?
Sing the song, Celix.
You got the... Oh. She didn't like that.
Oh, nope.
Okay. Things. It's like, take a look at how amazing this is. For even if it is the amazing thing, that sounds really pretentious. I don't know why I approach it like that. Like, you will love this. It will be how will you possibly comprehend what you're watching? It's amazing. And then, like, I don't know. Like, it reminds me of Avatar, where that was made out to be this, like, I'm sure that there are plenty of instances of technological advancements within Avatar that go over my head because I don't understand a lot of how it works. But yeah. It's like I watched the movie and go, yep, that was a movie. I didn't go like, oh my God.
There wasn't any Avatar news though out of SDCC.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either, which is ridiculous. I think that's ridiculous because it's like 10 years after the first one.
And he's been talking about
who's still
interested for forever. Yeah, no one.
Well, that's
not
after
Cats.
Infinity. We should move on from Cats.
Endgame passed Avatar officially.
Yeah, that's right.
Things. So there you go.
That's cool.
Let's move on from. Let's not talk about Cats anymore. Do we want to just go down this list?
Let's go on. So this starts with television.
Yeah, we're talking about TV news. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is coming to a close. Apparently, I've never.
They were dealing with the blip, the blip and the snap. I tried. I never got past season 1 because I got like halfway through it and never caught back up. I heard it got better.
Season 1, episode 2. That's where I stopped. I know Maddie watches it, or at least did, or I don't know. But I've like caught on to it, and the fact that it's ending, I didn't even know. There's this picture here of them all sitting in a Last Supper style photo, and I think that's interesting because that's just something that a lot of shows do every time that they're in their final season. Galactica did that. Lost did that. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is doing that now.
Love a good Last Supper.
The Last Supper. I love a good Last Supper. Tasty.
No supper like the Last Supper.
What happens now that we're done eating?
Second supper. Second to last supper.
Yeah. They go backwards. Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, so I guess that's ending. I don't care. Batwoman.
Everything has to come to an end eventually.
Batwoman stuff, Alfred stuff.
Apparently, the pilot of Batwoman was received kind of lacklusterly. But it's going to be cheesy. It's the CW.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
I'm going to watch it, at least the first episode.
Yeah.
I mean,
if it's a CW Arrowverse show, why would you expect it to be amazing?
Yeah, you know what you're in for, and they actually do like superhero TV pretty well, as far as character development and whatnot goes, and the effects aren't that bad. But it's there's just something about I don't know. I can't like really put my finger on it. It's just yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's the CW flavor.
Yeah. Flavor is a good word. Yeah, it's just that underlying like. This is just barely too cheap for what you're trying to do, kind of a thing, and the tone is
it's a little corny, but I do like Batwoman. I like Kate Kane.
Yeah,
I like that they're going to Gotham, and we'll have the opportunity to see a bunch of really cool Batman characters brought to live action that we probably haven't seen before. I hear Hush is going to be in the show.
Yeah, there's a lot of little announcements of not announcements, I guess, but little
characters to expect.
This thing, that thing. Yeah. Which is interesting if they're just doing that and not do it. I feel like they couldn't use some characters on Gotham, but maybe I'm wrong with that because I don't know. Never watched Gotham either.
Yeah, now it's all out. I want to check it out. Speaking of Pennyworth, I heard that it is in the same universe as Gotham. That it's technically a prequel.
Well, then he's gonna have to be like an asshole by the end of the show because I feel like Gotham's Alfred is the most non-Alfred.
He's very military.
Yeah.
Which,
although I guess it'd be weird that Batman Alfred was also just like some weird bald thug man. So maybe, I don't know. Reinterpretations are fine. I don't need it to be the same every time.
Yeah. But... Well, Ghost Rider is coming to Hulu. Along like Hulu's already doing the other Marvel shows, Cloak and Dagger and The Runaways, which they are gonna cross over in their next seasons. So that was something interesting.
Wait, is this a Ghost Rider show?
They are doing a Ghost Rider show with Gabriel Luna, and he's the guy who played Ghost Rider in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season. So they are the same actor, same character. You can assume it's the same. Like Marvel kind of has their TV realm is split from their movie world a little bit. Like I kind of consider them not necessarily, like TV stuff doesn't have to be canon. The movies are all canon for sure, but the TV worlds have a little bit of flexibility.
They don't talk to each other or what the behind the scenes very often. So they don't. They're just kind of going off of I feel like a lot of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s muddiness in plot is due to like, all right, we're going to do this. Oh, the movies just did a thing that would change that. Well, we're doing this now.
It's ambitious though to try to have a TV show tie in with like a year of film releases. So
Gabriel Luna is also the bad guy in the next Terminator movie.
Oh, that's cool.
That's the thing that I wanted to say for some reason. That Burt Ward is going to be in the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover.
That's really cool.
It is really cool. Is he going to be
cool?
Like Gear in Future Shock, where he's just like an overweight like.
I don't know if he's overweight right now, but I'm imagining more of like Earth 2 Robin, where he's become like a Robin version of Batman or something from like a dark future. Maybe he's from that's
I mean Burt Ward is 74 years old. I guess overweight in terms of he just looks like an old man, like William Shatner, whatever. Everybody's just out of shape.
He's not overweight.
Old, why not? But he's
granddad bod.
Yeah, but I don't think he could fit into the spandex anymore. Certainly not the original. Let's see, what else? Long shimmering conflict takes the stage in Supergirl season 5 trailer. Cool.
Well, for Crisis, to stay on Crisis for a minute, they are also bringing back Brandon Ralph. Even though he's been playing the Atom in Legends of Tomorrow, he's going to reprise his Superman role from when he was in Superman Returns.
They made a handful of Superman like jokes with him throughout his time on the shows, so it only makes sense that they would. And I guess he's going to be in that Kingdom Come.
He was wearing the Kingdom Come shirt at Comic-Con, at least, when they announced
implications.
Yeah, so I wonder if it's still, because the Superman Returns movie was implied to be in the same Christopher Reeve world, but 10 years later. And maybe this is later from that, or it could just be, I feel like it's going to be an offshoot.
That's what I can talk about during Comic Relief is Superman 2, because I watched Superman 2 for the time a couple days ago.
You mean you watched Superman also?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a
Watchmen?
new Harley Quinn trailer.
That too?
For the animated series.
Yeah, that was cool. I like what I've seen of that so far.
Yeah, it looks spunky. It looks like a romp for sure. It's got there was not really any information. We knew it would be, I guess, R-rated. We knew it was going to be adult, but that's been known for so long. And of course, the trailer comes out, and everybody goes, "This looks so bad. This is not Harley Quinn."
Will it canon? But will it canon?
Yeah. Oh, yes. I'm just going to call it now. Definitely, for sure.
It does look kind of Tim inspired, at least by her design. Yeah, it's definitely different. But is it Kevin Conroy as Batman?
No, it's
Diedrich Bader.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the Brave and
Zeta
Bold
Project.
And Zeta, yes, of course. We should bring back the Zeta Project. What's that hashtag?
Bring back Dietrich Bader. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. We should find a better, like some Zeta pun. Zeta, Beta. I don't know. We'll get it. Watchtower Database. That was the April Fool's. What do you want? Watchmen? You said Watchmen.
Yeah, Watchmen trailer. That looked really good. I was really excited.
I don't know if I've watched this new one actually.
It was the one with
apparently it's got eggs in a bowl.
Yeah, like baby sound. We saw glimpses of Dr. Manhattan. We saw like there was a little thing.
Yeah. I did.
Did you see him reaching down and picking up the mask at the end?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
And I think,
we see him on Mars for a second.
Yeah, and I think what's his face is like finally confirmed to be Ozymandias.
Who is it? It's not Jeremy Irons. Is it?
Yeah, isn't that? I think that's.
Is he Ozymandias?
I
heard that Robert Redford's going to be in the show too.
Oh,
yeah.
Well,
so
maybe
I could see him being Ozymandias potentially, but this is
because
like
I've thought that he looked Ozymandias like, but then but no one ever said who he was. So I figured.
Well, all the new characters looked really cool too. In this, like the woman who's kind of like she becomes a vigilante, and she looks a bit like a nun, actually.
Who are we? Who? Which?
I was like the main character in the Watchmen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to, like, I guess it's a Watchmen sequel, but is it set in modern day? Is it set right after Watchmen? I'm not sure.
It's set a couple of years after.
Okay.
Yeah, so definitely like Doomsday Clock is 7 years after Watchmen.
Yeah.
Like Watchmen was 85. Doomsday Clock starts in like 92, which is around the death of Superman.
Somehow I doubt that this will be like that they'll all be canon to each other. I think it's like either or. Yeah. It's this or Doomsday Clock. Yeah,
although like I hear that I don't know for sure where I read this, but I think Mime and Marionette might make an appearance in this TV show.
Okay, that'd be cool.
So
you can take cues from that, but
I don't think it's going to have anything to do with the DC universe. Yeah. They're sticking to the Watchmen.
Yeah.
Although
Batman's
you never know.
Too. Yeah.
I could see like obviously Manhattan left at the end of the main storyline, and then sorry, I just got a text message.
Unacceptable.
Made me lose my thought.
Doom Patrol season 2.
Okay, all right. Well, I was gonna say when Manhattan leaves, he's like, oh, I'm gonna go discover life somewhere else, and then that's when in Doomsday Clock he goes to the DC universe. But yeah. But
in this, he kills himself. Doom Patrol season 2 is happening. I'm
glad
one yet, but I know it is a very good show.
I liked it. I was really impressed. It's sad that they didn't renew Swamp Thing, but I didn't finish that.
Well, I mean, did you expect them to?
Not after they canceled it after episode 1 came out.
Yeah, exactly.
It was ridiculous.
It's just gone.
Yeah. Young Justice has season 4.
Which is cool because now we don't have to wait another 6 years or whatever it was. 5 years. I don't know.
Have you been keeping up with the latest season?
Mm-hmm.
I have too, and I've liked it. I liked the most recent episode a lot with Metron.
Yeah. Okay. So then we can talk about that.
Okay. Well, maybe later. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, I should mention as we get through the Comic-Con stuff, we're gonna come up on everyone's trash, which is our mail segment. So if you have a question that you ask us, we have a handful from Discord and social media that we'll go through. But if you have a question you'd like to ask us in a live chat, there is the super chat option. You may show your support for Watchtower Database, it says when you hover over it, and that'll ensure that we see your question. And if any of those come up, we'll just kind of pause what we're talking about at the moment and just talk about that question for a sec. But anyway, moving on through Comic-Con stuff. Black Lightning to join the Arrowverse. Is that a real thing, or is that just a clickbaity title to this article here?
No, it's a real thing. I think they've always technically been in there.
Well, because there was I think it was like a specifically like CW verse or Arrow or something titled trailer like a comic book flippy page book thing trailer thing that came out during Comic-Con that was like showing clips from Supergirl and Arrow, Flash, and and Black Lightning, and it kept saying like, you know, one universe, one this thing. So like I guess they're pretty heavily playing into that now. That this was also happening.
And we'll probably see him in Crisis, I would imagine. Black Lightning.
I assume that they do that stuff when a show is losing ground. Like if not as many people are watching it, then they'll be like, it's an Arrowverse, so that all the people like me have to go back and watch the whole show and keep up with the show now because they want to watch all the stuff. Except I stopped doing that about a season ago. I haven't been keeping up with any of them except for the crossover. I watched it. So.
Same here. Yeah, I want to go back. I actually did watch an episode of The Flash recently because I'm trying to write a spec script just for fun of Flash episodes. So I've been like reverse engineering an episode.
Oh, okay.
Basically. So I'm like watching an episode, taking note of all the story beats and being like, okay, they talk in the lab here, they go fight somebody here, they're back here, here's like some romantic stuff in this part, and then it's like a formula, you know.
It says whatever this season's Wells is, run Barry run. Barry runs.
Yeah. But I've liked the Flash. I mean, I really like the cast, the various characters they have on there, like Vibe and Killer Frost. I thought that was great. Bring an elongated man.
I'm kind of wishing I had waited one more season to stop watching them because, of course, Arrow's going to be ending now, and I'm only
it's a short season.
On it. Yeah,
Arrow's got a shorter one,
but I didn't watch any of last either. So like I'm probably not going to, but I could watch all of last season, so catch up and watch this next season.
Christian Longo is calling us out on Black Lightning on our chat. He's saying it's not connected. We only know.
I was gonna say, stuff. Christian Longo get real mad.
It is connected though. They've recently said that.
Yeah, that's clickbait as fuck. All right. Well, anyway, moving on. Game of Thrones.
Maybe it's not
did
though.
Not show up to San Diego Comic-Con because they didn't want to be bombarded with people telling them that they wrote bad episodes of Game of Thrones, which I can't blame them, I guess, because they like Bruce Timm would need bodyguards, and
there's a. Did you read the thing on Reddit that was like the better ending of Game of Thrones or something like that?
I think there's been a bunch of those, but if there was one, I did read something.
I'm not convinced they actually would be. I don't know, man. That was a hard way to end the show. But
Nerdy Casual says you missed nothing, literally nothing in season 7 of these Arrow. It just goes straight to it. Well, that's almost every Arrow. And they start and end on the same status quo of like, I don't need a team. I guess I need a team. So,
and sometimes it's like, I really need a team. Let's find Ragman and Mr. Terrific.
Right, yeah. Yeah, what happened to Ragman?
I like Ragman.
I don't know if he's still there.
He's a favorite character.
Don't rag on him. Okay, anyway. I don't watch Westworld, so I don't care about Westworld.
Yeah,
news.
I never finished season 2. I need to get back into it. So.
There was a behind the scenes look at the Dark Crystal sequel movie. Did you watch that little clip?
No, but I am really excited for
that. It's a weird thing where like Dark Crystal I don't think was successful at the time, but it was a Jim Henson property. So as other Jim Henson stuff got more famous, Labyrinth and Muppets and all that stuff, and then everybody's just like, oh yeah, no, but also Crystal, that was a cult classic, even though it wasn't. So now,
but I mean, kind of, yeah.
The puppets look really well made. I mean, if it's the same, it's the Jim Henson company, so they're gonna do good stuff. But they got like, I really appreciate when they do stuff like this, especially for the new Star Wars movies where they make actual puppets, new creatures. You okay over there?
I got a copy of it. I need to watch it at some point. I just
haven't watched it before?
I mean, I've watched it before, but I need to watch it again. I borrowed it from a friend recently.
Some of the faces of those people I'm not too fond of, but like on the characters, but
It's
I can see why people went, I'm not going to see that.
Mark Hamill's going to be one of the, what were they called? The Skeksis?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what they're called. They're the weird little bird puppet things.
Oh, okay. No, that's cool. Yeah, Mark Hamill and Jim Henson stuff goes hand in hand. And we got, yes, there is a bathtub in Netflix's The Witcher. I didn't watch The Witcher. That's got
Wait, there's
Henry
a bathtub?
Cavill, right?
Is that what you said?
I guess that's what this.
Is this another bath episode? It's a bath and a hair episode.
And a hair episode.
Wow, the best hits from the Watchtower Database.
Whether it's a little Easter egg like the bathtub, so it's also an Easter egg video. So The Witcher this is the Henry Cavill show, right? Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, that's what I'm calling it. It's the Henry Cavill show.
Mm-hmm. The Henry Cavill variety show.
I'm gonna skip through a lot of this chunk here because I don't care. Okay, Picard. Yeah, I want to talk Picard, even though you don't care.
We can talk Picard. Pass over Preacher real quick. Preacher's having its final season. Okay, now Picard.
Yeah. Okay. Patrick Stewart is back in an all-new installment of the Star Trek franchise. I'm making that up. I'm not actually reading anything.
He's back. He's bald, and he's in charge.
Yeah, that worked really well. You should write the taglines. Star Trek.
You thought you had all the data? Just you wait.
We are the database. All data's base belong to us.
Get it? Wait till you get a Worf of this.
Oh man!
I'll let myself out.
What other things can we do with that?
I hope Worf makes a guest appearance. He's my favorite.
Geordie LaForge pun here. There's stuff in the trailer that I liked, but I can't really discuss it with you because you don't
can
know
discuss
what
it. You can spoil it to me. It's fine.
Okay. So 7 of 9's in the trailer. Do you know who 7 of 9 is?
I know that that's why 8 was afraid of 7.
Yeah.
7, 8, 9, or 6. Or
that's where that joke originated with Star Trek Voyager.
Ah, I see. Wow. Well, what's Voyager have to do with Next Generation?
Stuff. They got people, the same people sometimes.
We'll have to have a you tell me the Star Trek episode sometime, and then I'll just be clueless. It shouldn't be me. It should be Adam. It should not be me. But I am looking forward to the Picard show, even though I don't have CBS All Access. I'll wind up getting it. I was gonna get it. That Star Trek Discovery show came out a year or so ago, right? With Malfoy's dad.
Oh yeah, and it
Jason
also
Isaacs,
Dwight in it.
Really?
Yeah, but
Dwight Schrute.
The character Dwight is. Wow. It's a crossover
from the farm
show.
to the
to the
space.
Beats to
Bears
Battlestar
Galactica. Battlestar Galactica.
He went full circle.
Wow.
I don't know. There's a lot of cool connections to Next Generation and that era in this trailer that I'm looking for. I haven't seen from that period of Star Trek in quite a while. And so I'm in this actual like for realsies Star Trek timeline, not the Chris Pine knockoff movies. Do you think
this show's going to cross over with Chris Pine movies and have like Picard die to save Kirk?
I doubt it.
The other way, because they've been doing everything reversed. You know,
time Kirk will be way younger than Picard.
I know a little bit of Star Trek enough to know that Spock sacrifices himself in the Into Darkness movie, but it was the other way around. Kirk tried to do it in the remake of The Wrath of Khan, where it was Spock. I know, like Adam and people are cringing right now.
Well, technically, what you said isn't wrong, I guess, but it's just so
they're reversing
that's your Star Trek knowledge.
They're reversing this
so I know
by having old Picard.
Into Darkness.
Old Picard now is meeting young Kirk. Maybe, probably not.
Yeah,
because there was that one movie where the opposite happened, and it was I forget which movie it was.
It's Star Trek Generations.
Yes,
but neither of them are young. They're just both old.
They're
but
both
not as old as they are now. My parents saw William Shatner
Why can't the Kelvin timeline cross it? Who's Kelvin?
The Kelvin timeline.
Why does he have his own timeline?
The Chris Pine timeline. Kelvin is the name of the
Pine
ship.
Timeline. What?
Okay.
It's called the Enterprise.
Anyway.
Okay.
Oh my god. This is why we don't. Yeah, we're 12th level intellects. Okay. Well, there's also there's a new show. What's the title of the show?
12th level intellects.
No, I gotta find. Yeah, it's the show you're watching right now. Don't you like it? Are you enjoying it?
There's a lot of Expanse news for the Expanse. I haven't watched that, but I hear it's good. Season 4 got a trailer. Figured I'd mention that.
The Orville third season.
Did you watch that? The Seth
I did
MacFarlane?
not.
That's basically Star Trek, but funny, right?
I think
Funny
it was supposed
Star
to be
Trek?
like a Star Trek parody, but it became almost more Star Trek like than Discovery that was happening at the same time.
Oh, really? Did they cross over? Is this part of the Kelvin timeline?
No, they did not fucking cross over, Ted. None of them are crossing.
Did they cross over with Family Guy or American Dad?
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
I'm sure they did in terms
Ted,
of
the movie?
some joke. Yeah. Yeah, Ted and Family Guy both did the same all 90s songs sound the same joke. So I'm sure they did that in the Orville. What I was going to say was that Katie Sack, Battlestar fame, and I've touched her.
You touched her?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. At Portland Comic. She didn't know I was doing it. Oh, that's not too bad. That's really bad.
That's a bad soundbite.
She has she has a new show out called Another Life. It's on Netflix. She keeps raving about it all over the place. And
is it the video game show?
No, it's her going into space again.
Another Life.
All the trailers looked kind of good, but then my dad texted me yesterday and was like, "Hey, have you watched that new Katie Sackhoff show, Another Life?" And I was like, "No," and he's like, "It's horrible." Like, well, I almost turned it off halfway through episode 1, and I was like, "Oh man."
Oh yeah.
because like I don't know, he's also a Battlestar Galactica boy, and it was unfortunate to hear, but I'll give it a shot. I'll try it.
Tell me this. What is Star Trek Lower Decks?
That is an animated
is it a card
series.
game?
No. It's an animated series coming out about like the engineer people for like
a home improvement show.
Yeah.
Like, hey, hire us. The Enterprise will come park in your backyard and we'll build your decks. But only the lower decks.
I should put the home improvement theme song to the Next Generation intro. And when at the end when the ship goes into
when you say you should do that, what you really mean is you should make Adam make that music.
What I really mean is
Adam's already out. Yeah. Adam's already out. He's not even listening to this part of the podcast anymore.
Yeah,
he doesn't know what he's about to get commissioned to do.
He's tuning out our very
home improvement Star Trek Lower Decks.
Intolerable Star Trek chat here. Westworld, The Expanse, Westworld, The Witcher. Yeah, this is all stuff. Okay. What else? Walking Dead. I don't watch. Hey, Batman.
They're making.
Blu-ray.
Okay. I had a thing, but you can skip to the.
No, dude. What's your thing?
Snowpiercer's getting a TV show.
Cool.
That's based off a comic book.
It is? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Snowpiercer's a comic book.
I just know it as the Captain America movie.
But yeah, he was in that. Yeah.
Captain America Snowpiercer.
Mm-hmm.
That's Captain America 1.5 or 2.
He almost ate a baby.
What?
Yeah, in the movie.
He almost what?
They almost ate a baby.
Oh, I thought you said he almost dated a baby.
No, that's not what I said.
So I was gonna be like, well, can we please move on to Batman Beyond?
Yeah, that's not what we do with the Watch. It's not the Watchtower Database. Data babies.
Right. Where we date a baby. Oh boy.
This is full of awful sound bites.
Would you take it to dinner? Or would you just
Yeah.
Okay.
Egg baby. Scrambled eggs.
That's what we meant. Yeah, every time that someone takes the clips out of context, we'll just offer up that like, no, we said egg every time.
It was egg baby.
Yeah, it was egg baby.
Chip. That's
Batman
my
Beyond
baby sound.
Blu-ray.
Chip, chip.
Speaking of Egg Baby, perfect segue.
Yeah.
Batman Beyond
Thank you.
Blu-ray. Thank you. You're welcome. I don't know. It's coming out on Blu-ray in October.
That's
it'll
exciting.
be cool. Except for 11 episodes, I think, not on Blu-ray or not
I'll
HD.
get a PS4 at some point soon, and I'll have a
you
Blu-ray
haven't
player.
been able to experience the majesty. Although maybe you've watched some Batman episodes on DC Universe or something.
I do that. And then the Batman
thing.
Beyond episodes are coming on there too.
Yeah, I feel like the ones on DC be compressed at some level in order to be like a streaming video. So it's not, and I'm sure it's not the exact same quality. Oh my god, I gotta stop drinking orange juice during the podcast. I'm gonna keep doing it though.
Orange juice.
Yeah,
orange juice.
Mm-hmm. Morty, you gotta stop drinking orange. There's
I should talk about Morty.
Have you seen the video? It's a blooper from my last movie called Soda Pop and Orange Juice. The movie's not called Soda Pop and Orange Juice. The blooper is called Soda Pop and Orange Juice. I showed this to you. It's the main character.
If you did, I probably skipped it because I was like, "This is not something I want to watch.
This is garbage." James's movie.
Soda Pop and Orange Juice.
So it's my movie Brigadier Crenshaw.
Oh, I've heard of it.
He's walking up in sunset at the end of the movie, and when we filmed that shot, there were a couple people off to the side in the bushes just drinking, and they were just really loud. And in
the movie,
well, Will was like, do I just go? And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to use the audio. So he starts walking up the hill. The whole time in the background, you can just hear this little kid shouting, "Why are you hiding?" And the people in the bush are going, "We're not hiding." And the lady goes, "Because we're drinking." And then the guy, thinking he's super clever, covers it up. Soda pop and orange juice. And anytime that we're like, I'm gonna go get drunk with my friends or something, we'll be like, "Hey, you want to go get some soda pop and orange juice?" So that's the thing. That's a new Watchtower meme that you can add to.
It's a code.
Oh, thank you, Kendrick Harris Confinity, for your $5. Do you have a question? I wonder how the Superman and Green Lantern movies are going to be handled. Are we talking DCEU stuff?
Yes.
Or are we talking?
I would think so.
Is there another Superman movie coming out? I'm not.
It's not exactly announced, but
it's The Witcher.
They got to be doing. That's right. He's in a bathtub. Another bath movie. No, I mean, they're obviously gonna make another Superman movie, and they're probably gonna do it with Henry Cavill, maybe, even though they got another guy to play him in Shazam, and they didn't show his face, but I think he still got the cape.
They should just get that guy to play. They should just get that guy to play Superman from now on. But they never show his head. There's always, oh, thank God Superman's here. And then finally in like movie 5, it pans up just enough to show his head, and he's just been headless this whole time.
That would be crazy.
That fight I got into with Doomsday or something.
Or he's Cyborg Superman the whole time.
Well, this is a terrible thing to ask us, apparently, because I'm completely unaware that J.J. Abrams.
Oh, he's doing Superman and Green Lantern?
Huge plans for J.J. Abrams and Mike. Oh, this is a 2 days ago news. See, we're behind.
No. How did I miss that?
I don't know. Following the AT&T acquisition of Warner Brothers has a new leadership, which includes John Stankey. What a terrible name. The former CEO of AT&T as the CEO of Warner Media, who offers big things. Last reported, final talks to sign with Brothers, $500 million deal.
Oh, wow.
Stankey flew to London in September to begin talks with Abrams about stuff. Abrams will be tackling Superman and Green Lantern. See, this is completely news to us, so that's awesome.
Thank you, Kendrick.
Thanks for informing us.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, I love Bad Robot and J.J. Abrams. They're they're amazing. Yeah.
Abrams will be tackling. Sorry, I'm half listening to you and half reading this. Okay. So yeah,
basically, it's
it's
seeking
right now,
to do Superman and Green Lantern. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think a J.J. Abrams Green Lantern movie would be really cool. Because
awesome.
he's done Star Wars, he's done Star Trek. He can do Green Lantern.
You can do it right.
Green Lantern can make a mystery box with his ring, and you get the joke. I think if they do a Green Lantern movie, I want it to be just set in like the deepest space imaginable. Like I don't need to see
with like
Jordan,
crazy aliens.
Yeah, well, I mean, I get Hal Jordan can be in it, but I don't need.
We're gonna see Hal and probably John with the both of them. I think.
Yeah, that would definitely be the buddy.
What they've talked about for years.
Yeah, but maybe J.J. Abrams has something else in mind.
Well, either way,
Superman movie, same thing.
Focus
I think
on the
he
core.
should be. Yeah, I think the Superman movie would be. I want the same thing. I want him on World or some shit. I want him. Want him like go away from Earth.
Right. Stop protecting Earth.
Yeah, who cares about it? You don't even have a head. How are you going to stop? What are you going to do?
We've never seen a good Brainiac in film, even though a podcast or two ago, someone asked us what we would do for a Superman movie, and I said it would be Black Ops organizations and stuff because Brainiac's been overdone and stuff. But I'd still like to see Brainiac in a feature.
Yeah, I think it's more of people in the mainstream. There were Superman projects during the Christopher Reeve era, but that's what everyone remembers from that time.
Right.
That was Superman, and then the main consciousness is aware of like very specific movie Superman. So
I'd like to see something with Darkseid and the Fourth World fighting the Justice League, because we're going to see Darkseid and whatnot, the New Gods, but I want to see them have
Ava
redo fight.
DuVernay, or how do you say that?
Right, DuVernay.
Maybe they can bring in Superman somehow into that, but I doubt. I don't think it'll.
Jake Johnson says a green lens flare. Yep, that would happen. That would absolutely happen.
All over the place.
Yeah.
Constantly. That's all the movie would be. Yeah,
it would. Really. That's fine.
Okay. I don't care about She-Ra, but did you get my She-Ra reference?
I did just now.
Okay,
it's a deep cut.
Yeah.
But who is Teen Lantern? Can we talk about that in Young Justice? Who is Teen Lantern?
I don't think we should talk about that at all.
Okay, all right. We'll find out a couple of issues.
We got looks at the Sith troopers in the next Star Wars movie. They are essentially stormtroopers, but they're red. So good going design of.
That's right. Yeah, the Sith troopers.
There was a man sitting at his Star Wars character designing desk with his cranberry juice, and then he spilled it all over the desk on accident, and he went, "Oh shit, that looks dope as hell." Submitted it to the people, SpongeBob, the SpongeBob old man. And finally, my life story written in red ink, and then the juice comes flowing through.
It makes me think of the what are they called? The Sith Inquisitors? Is that right? Is that a thing?
Oh yeah, the guards of Palpatine.
And they were all in red, weren't they?
I think the Inquisitors is something different. We shouldn't talk about Star stuff, but
apparently I don't know my Star stuff. Yeah, the Sith Inquisitors were different, but who were those red Sith guys?
Yeah,
that is literally what red Sith guys is what I'm googling right now. Yeah. Red Guard. They're called the Red. That actually was that helped me find it. Red Sith guys.
Or guards.
Red Guard.
Red Sith guards.
Yeah. So it reminds me of that.
There's I know we talked about the trailer for Rise of Skywalker, but I'm ambivalent at this point. I will definitely go see it, but I have no. I'm like hell yeah, waiting for it. Maybe they're on the trailer. I'm excited. Shang-Chi. There's a line.
Marvel stuff now. Took us a while to get there.
Yeah. Eternals, Shang-Chi, Blade.
Blade.
Which Blade is going to be starring
Mahershala Ali.
Yeah, Ali. Yeah, he's going to be. He was in.
He's going to be Blade.
Well, yeah.
Luke Cage. He was in Luke Cage's Cottonmouth.
Yeah, which is one of those like I immediately went, oh, so is Blade or is Luke Cage not canon anymore or whatever? But Maddie made a good point that they've already used character or like actors in the shows and movies that are the same, that are not the same character.
Right.
Like the in Luke Cage, chick from Star Trek First Contact, that's like the main Amanda Waller-ish boss lady. Do you know? I don't know what her name is. I can't remember.
I mean, and does it bother you in Batman Beyond that CCH Pounder was the newscast person? So is that
bothers
Amanda
me
Waller
every day
reading the news?
Think about that all the time.
That was in Rebirth. She's not reading the news. It's not Amanda Waller.
No,
it's just her voice.
Well, it's a good. It was into because anyway,
right.
She so, but yeah, she's in Captain America also.
Yeah,
well, see, this is my son.
Chris Evans
killed my son.
Human Torch.
He was in Snowpiercer. Valkyrie will be the MCU's. Valkyrie will be the MCU's first LGBTQ hero. Wasn't that?
Yeah.
It sort of implied in Thor Ragnarok, because I keep seeing all of these things about what. Just the soy boys. But there's not. I'm pretty sure that was in Thor Ragnarok that they like mentioned that or talked about how she's not really into Thor because like, oh, you're not my type or something. I mean, it was implied, I feel like, and this is not news to me. Like, cool, calm down. Nothing's weird. But then we got
Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
that's who I was talking about. I was say Natalie girl.
Oh yeah, sorry, I thought you were moving on to more Marvel news. Yeah, no, that's Marvel cool. News. Natalie Portman's gonna be Thor. No, that's awesome. I'm really excited for that. Was it Love and Thunder? Is that the subtitle?
I think so. Yeah, and it's got another very 80s title card font and stuff. So that's
speaking
cool.
of the fonts, some of them were awful. The Loki,
the Loki logo. Yeah. Speaking of the Loki logo specifically,
that was so bad.
I think I like the intention behind it. Like, oh, okay, each letter is from like a different
chaotic
thing.
But it's like you cut out a magazine. It was like, I'm gonna sign my name.
I think the Loki comic also has a logo like that where all four letters are a different thing, but they did it way better. So why not just use that logo? I don't know. Because there's also, I think, one of the movies that they announced also had the Hawkeye. It's a TV show, I think, but the Hawkeye show used just the Hawkeye comic logo. So why not just use the Loki logo? So
it's very true.
But off of logos, I'm excited for movie. I didn't think she was great in the Thor movies by themselves, but she's been really good in like Black Swan, and V for Vendetta and stuff like that. So she's familiar with a comic booky, I'm the main kind of thing. And
she was in the Star Wars prequels. You can't forget that. Well, we don't talk about Star stuff.
I think she tries to. So
yeah,
there's they must have just dumped like a truckload of money on her front porch. Because why else would she do this?
Well, also probably enticed her to be like, look, we're gonna like redeem your character. You know, make you interesting.
Yeah. Not just be a thing that Thor goes, is she okay? And they go, yep, she's fine. Or whatever, in like 2 of them.
Cool.
We should probably speed through anything else, just so that we can get to the last of the show here.
Yeah. Walking Dead. Walking Dead has 3.
Yeah, I don't care.
Is it 3 feature? Yeah, I think it's 3 movies that are going to feature Rick Grimes. He's leaving the show and he'll be in movies.
But are they movies that are continuations of the show, or tangentially related?
Yes,
movies,
but just about Rick. And so the rest of the show is going to continue on without him. Well, they just brought.
Where's my Coral movie?
They brought a story to a close in the comics. The comics ended at issue number 193, I think it was, and pretty sure it ends with Rick's death. Spoiler alert.
I have not been keeping up with the show, but I know at least like a year or so ago that Rick died in The Walking Dead. So did he not actually die? Is that just a stunt to make you watch The Walking Dead?
Maybe we should stop talking about things we don't know.
We probably should. Yeah. That's what most of this
That's what this is all about. That's what makes
podcast
this Level Intellects.
yeah.
Rick and Morty season 4.
Oh yeah, yep.
That's cool.
That'll be good. I mean, I have nothing to really say about that. Yeah. Rubba-dubba-dub. That's the bath version of his.
It's a bath episode.
Catchphrase. It's my bath catchphrase.
Rubba-dubba-dub with the ducky. It's a wubba. It's a wubba-dubba.
It is, yeah.
Tom King
is doing Tom King's doing an Adam. Ted, did you see that?
Yeah, he's also in the new Gods movie.
Yes, but it looks. Now I've been reading Mr. Miracle, and I've been enjoying it. I only have one.
You're not done?
Paperback.
Okay, cool.
But
it's good. It's a really good.
Yeah, but it almost looks like this Adam Strange thing is going to be like the same kind of thing, like same like heady, weird. I mean, that's fine.
It's not about depression though. Like Mr. Miracle has been about. What I've read, Tom King has said that the Adam Strange book is going to be about like Trumpism, honestly. So combating that in some sort of way. I think it's like, I don't know, like maybe the people of Iran see Adam Strange as some sort of weird fascist figure or something coming from Earth, and I don't know what.
He's got that weird
word for something weird
over wig, you know, the classic.
He's blonde.
Classic Adam Strange wig.
He's strange.
He's blonde. He's strange.
Mm-hmm.
Which one are we talking about? Anything else from this? Not sure.
I'm excited for that book.
Anything else that interests me in this list of
Archer,
stuff? There's a bunch of action figures.
Archer's coming back.
Bunch of stuff. Yeah, I think that's probably a good stopping point for that because I've seen it all. If there's anything that we missed,
there was a lot that we missed.
Well, that you have a thing you'd like us, then let us know.
Black Widow footage. Did we mention Black Widow?
Oh, did they?
At all? Yeah, they showed footage there at the.
Okay, I've seen the design. Bad guy. Bone Face Man.
Okay.
Bonefaceman.com. That's his name, I think.
Yeah, I guess that's his name. I don't know. The Marvel panel was definitely, I think, the biggest event of SDCC.
No, besides Batman Beyond Blue.
That's true. That actually was a big deal too. So, yeah. I feel like we didn't talk about Marvel nearly enough, but that's okay.
No.
We didn't mention the Falcon and Winter Soldier series or WandaVision.
Oh, I guess that was one thing that I wanted to bring up was that it's weird to me that every like phase so far has been completely, as far as I understand it, completely delegated to like the movies. These are phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and anything that happens to have all the little shorts, the TV shows, the Netflix shows, the comics, all that stuff are just kind of like they're also sprinkled part of it, but they don't like I'm sure that in a like official phase by phase list you might include them or whatever, but they've never been like advertised as like officially part of it as far as I understand. But this stuff is like phase 4 is these 5 movies and 6 TV shows or whatever. So there's just like, are you expected to watch? I guess you're just expected to watch the shows. Like they're kind of almost forcing you to watch the shows.
They're not like, forcing you to watch anything.
But I mean, it's like, well, okay, but they are. I have a chip in my neck that'll explode if I don't go see every Marvel
want to watch the shows. I want to see Loki.
They've got
because
you now.
Of the ramifications of Endgame.
That's it. Taskmaster is the name of Boneface Boy.
Miss Taskmaster. That's a Superman reference.
I just watched. Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Oh no! I almost lost my screen again. We're okay though. We're okay. You can't make me laugh too hard, or it'll all come crashing down. The illusion will break.
A very like detailed Marvel villain costume, picking up Lex Luthor in a hot air balloon. Prison. Oh, hold it steady, Taskmaster. I'm trying.
I'm mastering the tax.
I'm mastering my tax. All right.
Okay, that's a good segue out of here.
Yeah, let's talk about what comics did you read that I'm not gonna know about that you're just gonna spoil for me?
Well, funny you should ask, James. I have them here in front of me.
Oh, nice. Oh yeah, because you said you read Night.
Yeah, it's nighttime.
White Knight and
it's
Last
nighttime
Night.
here in the Watchtower Database. So I read Curse of the White Knight. This is the sequel to White Knight. It's
Has anyone done a Batman Wayne Knight meme?
Wayne Knight?
Yeah.
It's a nice day for a white knight.
His last name is Wayne, and also the actor Wayne Knight that is Newman Seinfeld.
Party on, Wayne.
Anyway.
So it was a cool read. It sort of serves as a like modern reintroduction of Azrael, and he is a really cool sort of associate of Batman's more minor Gotham City character. But what they've changed about him, like in the original 90s Azrael stories, he was like suffering from all these visions, sort of like religious fanatic sort of visions where he was like, God's telling me to go on this holy crusade, And then in this reinvention, he's plagued with PTSD. He was a soldier and he's come back to Gotham after being in war, and he's suffering from PTSD visions that are, these voices in his head are driving him to become Azrael, and we don't know for sure exactly how legit those holy influences over him, or if he's crazy.
Maybe this time he has more of a like kill people with guns kind of drive to him instead of sword.
He's still got a fiery sword. And from the preview art that Sean Murphy's posted on Instagram, he's gonna wear the Asbats costume, right? He's gonna be the blue Batman suit that we've seen before. So I don't know how that's gonna tie in yet, but we'll see. It'll be cool. It's been the first issue was amazing. Joker's really great in this too, because the whole White Knight thing was about his transformation into he was normal for a while, Jack Napier, and now he's like Jack when Joker was the mayor, or he wasn't mayor, was he? He was like a city councilman.
No, he was just like a political figure.
Yeah, he like still did a lot of change for Gotham that's actually like kind of screwed the Joker over now, and so he's really reluctant when everyone's like, "Oh, this is like because of what you did back was Jack." He's like, that wasn't me. Like he was a separate guy. I'm not Jack. Like we are two different people. Yeah, remember that. But yeah, there's a really cool scene where he like leads the warden of Arkham Asylum down to like the pits of the Joker's old cell and like stabs him in the throat with a pencil, and he's like, "Why'd you make me go down? Kill me." He's like, "I can get a head start back out," And then he didn't kill him though.
Was it the warden's impression?
Yeah, that was the warden's impression.
It's actually a pretty good like
that's
Arkham
exactly
warden impression.
That's exactly how he talks in the book. You can hear him just like that when you read it. I'm the warden. I don't know.
Well, is it Warden Sharp? Is it the same?
No,
warden?
He's dull in this one. He's not very sure. All right, so that's The Curse of the White Knight. Really good read. I recommend it. The other night book was The Last Night on Earth. This is part 2. This was
White on Earth.
The Last White Knight on Earth.
Batman, Last White on Earth.
The last white guy on Earth. Kind of, yeah. There's actually a scene in here.
Maybe he is.
Where he's gliding.
Joker's a little bit whiter.
Joker's, he's very white. Yeah, but it's just his head in a little lantern. So Batman and noggin going on here. But there's a scene where he's like on a hang glider and he's flying over this like military complex that it's Fort Waller, and Captain Adam's logo's on. It's like Captain Adam was hanging out there too. And there's all these
like an Elseworlds kind of post-apocalyptic thing.
It is, yeah. And but it's like it's jumping around. There's a segment where Batman's like it's normal Gotham City. He's found this dead kid in Crime Alley that looks just like Bruce Wayne did, and Joe Chill's wrapped up in all this and this mystery surrounding his dead parents and whatnot. But then he keeps like
darkness. No parents.
Right. But his mind keeps going to this like alternate future place that's like maybe 40 years ahead, from now, whenever now is. And it's
right.
But yeah, Joker's head is in the lantern. Wonder Woman's like got this cool mohawk. And it just like touches on all these other.
Is this anything to do with those? Maybe this has already happened or been explained. But those like nightmares that Bruce was having a few years ago in comics, where he sees like,
yes,
what's his
the
face?
future aspects of him.
Yeah.
It's
So that's
Scott
what this
Snyder.
is?
Loosely.
Sort of?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it was Batman number 48, maybe in the New 52 run, that dealt, like, there are things in that issue that
Show up.
explain aspects of this too. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's
That's
Scott
cool.
Snyder. He's even touching on
Yeah.
the Justice League book a little bit. You don't have to read this to fully understand the
Yeah.
Year of the Villain Justice League stuff, but he does talk about Luthor and the Legion of Doom, and we see like Grodd and Cheetah and Sinestro and all them doing stuff. So it is like loosely attached to that. I was going to say, since we were talking about colors, there is a moment where he's hang gliding over that military base, and they're talking about how they like had Captain Atom there. Everyone was like working together. Military was working with the red and the green, right? And so they were like, the red was Animal Man's connection to the animal life force. Green is Swamp Thing. And then as they're flying over this base, it all comes to a head, and like the military all looks like the unknown soldier wearing the bandages, and they're fighting like these monster animal men, and Swamp Thing comes in, and like this giant, like it's almost like a storm starts brewing, but it's like a storm of foliage, and it just like covers the whole base. And it's pretty intense, but it's really
a
cool.
canonicity.
Yeah. And the last thing
got,
I'll say about it, I'll move on. I got two other really quick points. Bane and Scarecrow are in this a lot, and it's really pretty freaky. They're both like really deformed. Scarecrow's got these like giant needle fingers, and he's like controlling Bane that way. And then there's also a lot of Luthor and Superman stuff going on in this book. Luthor has taken over the Fortress of Solitude, and he has reprogrammed all of the Superman robots to basically do his bidding. And Luthor is really reluctant at this future that he helped create, and he's just trying to do what he can to help, like, maybe they can save it the last minute with this Batman's help. So,
what has caused this to happen in the first place? Do we know yet, or is it just...
he let the world, you know how like the Justice League current book is, it's all about what's gonna survive. Is it justice or is it doom, right? And so he challenges Superman to a live debate on TV where he's like, all right, we're gonna let the world decide for sure if it's justice or doom. And there's something put into place. Starro, I believe. Starro was able to link everyone together, so psychically they would just think their vote and be like, oh, I believe Superman, it'd be justice, or I believe Luthor, it's doom. And they'd vote, and Superman does win, and it is justice over doom, but I forget why that doesn't. Oh yeah. And then Lex like basically tricks Superman into, like, he stabs him with a bunch of kryptonite shards and kills him, despite him winning. Despite winning, they've got a debate.
They've got Lex Luthor and Superman up there at the podiums, and Lex Luthor's like, or Superman's like, yeah, no, justice is going to be really great. Like, justice is really what you want. And then
justice is it.
Lex Luthor says, you don't know that. And Superman says, I do know that. I wrote the damn bill.
Exactly. I hear you. Wrote the damn bill. So you don't have to yell so much.
Right. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Well, anyway, that's the stuff I read. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
I'm just gonna real quick talk about Superman 2, the number 2, Superman the movie 2, the sequel.
Superman also, Quest for Justice.
Superman as well. Superman 2, Quest for a second movie. Okay. So as I understand it, there are at least 3 cuts of this movie. The original theatrical cut, the Richard Donner cut, the like director's cut, and then there's also like a TV version that actually had more footage than the theatrical version.
Yeah.
And I think the DC Universe one must be the theatrical version, because having never seen Superman 2, I bought a one of those Walmart 4-pack movie DVDs.
I do. I've got one here. Hold on.
Is it Dark Crystal 2?
No, you'll never guess. Do you want to try to guess?
Never Ending Story.
It's all the Christopher Lee Dracula movies.
Get that out of here.
Someone gave this to me as a birthday present. I actually have not watched any of them yet.
Yeah, I got given Never Ending Story as one for a birthday gift years ago, and I haven't watched it.
Warner Brothers, that was one of 2 movies they lied about in their slate for the runtime. That movie does end after about an hour and a half. The other one's Batman Forever. It does not go on forever.
It does not keep going. It ended a
not
while
forever.
ago. But anyway, so I bought it was all 4 Superman original movies, and so I was gonna watch all of them in like a binging like Lord of the Rings session, because it's like I haven't seen any of these, or I haven't seen any of the rest. I watched them all. Did not work. I only watched the first one at the time.
I just drank coffee grounds. That's why my face looks weird.
Bleh.
Bleh. Coffee grounds.
I thought you were reacting to
only to Superman 3 and Superman 4.
But so
I like Nuclear Man.
Mark says Superman 2 is awesome, motherfucker. Don't make me send vaguely angry tweets. I haven't even said anything about it yet. So,
it's a good movie. It's a great movie.
So I watched the first Superman a couple years ago, and then I didn't get around to watching the rest of Superman 2 a couple days ago, and I'm sorry,
Was it your first time watching it? Was this your first time?
Yeah.
Really?
Never watched it. Yeah.
What? Mm-hmm. It's the best one.
Well, okay. So here's the thing. I think if I had watched the Richard Donner, if I watched the Donner version, I think maybe I would have had a better time, because
I've never watched that one.
For what I understand, the Donner version is the honorable version of Superman 2 is a lot more. Well, it's true to what he wanted out of it or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so I knew that Lois Lane finds out Superman or Clark Kent is Superman, but I think in the Donner cut, she finds out because she's like suspicious that it's the case, and that she pulls a gun on Clark Kent and shoots him. And then when the bullet bounces off of him, she's just like, "Yeah, I knew it, you idiot! You
right,
Superman." But in this theatrical version, there's just this super campy, like terrible, like they're just in like a lover's honeymoon suite together on their News Daily Planet trip, and she just keeps like, "Oh, you're definitely Superman. You're Superman," and then into a fireplace, and the glasses fall off, and she's like, "Oh, let me help you. Your hand." No, you're definitely Superman. And then he just decides, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna tell you I'm Superman.
Right.
It's way less interesting, I guess. And then there's also at the end of the theatrical version, Superman just kisses Lois Lane and sucks her memory away.
Yep,
through
that's the thing.
The superpower that Superman has. Right?
Yep. Yeah, he's got that forgetfulness kiss power. He doesn't use that often. There's like I definitely saw some sort of funny video on YouTube once where he like does use that power on all of the villains. So he starts like kissing Luthor and Darkseid, just making everyone forget everything.
That's what he should do. Yeah, well, it's also like Zod and Co. could just do this like levitation finger thing that Superman can't do, and also they could all teleport and create clones of themselves.
It's not that Superman can't do the levitation finger, it's that it's just like his forgetfulness kiss. He saves them for very special occasions. Yeah.
But and then I guess like, okay, so overall I think I like the first Superman movie better, but I think that was because like this movie only had Gene Hackman left for the sake of he didn't really do anything. He didn't need to be there. He had no purpose. I'm reviewing a movie that's been out for 50 years.
How would you feel if someone said that about you? James didn't need to be here. He didn't have a purpose.
I'm not a movie character yet.
So
but
shows how much you know.
Overall, Superman 2, I give it a 7.
Oh my god. A what? A what out of 10?
A 6.
Oh no.
I
think you just lost your nerd cred here.
It's not. I don't know.
Everyone's like, you can't take his opinion seriously anymore.
I know it's just like a 70s movie, but there are so many terrible effects they shouldn't have attempted. Like there's
like the finger raising and the forgetfulness kiss.
So I can excuse the flying because they're on wires. There's blue screen, whatever. I can excuse the levitation beams because it just basically it looks like original Star Trek. They hold the gun out and then the person is like, okay, now hold perfectly goddamn still, because we have to draw a line coming out of it. But it's stuff like there's a.
Oh yeah, I love that part.
There's a what?
Or Jake just commented, he throws his emblem and the guy gets caught in it. That's great.
That I knew that was coming. It's a classic thing, so I understand. But there's a part where they're at Niagara Falls, and this little kid, he's like trying. Look at me, I can grab the thing, and then he just. Whoa!
Yep.
And there's like 4 different shots of just a like dummy whose arms are like too long, just flailing down the waterfall.
That's one of the best parts.
Looks so terrible. It's really funny though. But
yeah. I think about that scene all the time. All the time. That's always on my mind. Top 10 baths.
I wake up and I'm like,
near bath.
Why did they do that? Yeah, with top 10 baths. Kid falling into
It's up there with the was it Mac and Me scene with it where he's in the wheelchair and he goes. It's not that good.
I really like that Paul Rudd running gag where every time he's on, I think Jimmy Kimmel.
It's Conan. It's Conan.
Oh, okay.
Conan's always like,
here's a clip from my new movie.
You can't play it this time. You can't play that clip. Like you are under contract. And he does it anyway.
Yeah. It's good.
It's pretty great. If you don't know what we're talking about, look up Paul Rudd and Conan O'Brien.
Mac and Me. Or just look up Mac and Me.
Anytime Paul Rudd goes on the show, he plays.
Yeah.
Every time. He's done it for like a decade now.
Real quick questions. I got some from our Discord and various places. And then if anybody has any last minute questions in the live chat, we'll try to get to those. We got about 15 minutes left. Okay. Bob the random guy asks, how many data boys take to screw in a light bulb? Now he didn't have a punchline answer.
That's assuming his data boys get screwed at all.
All right. I think that's our answer. The answer is at least 2 out of 3 of it.
That sounds about right.
And then also Bob the I'm so also Bob the random guy says, who would be your dream interview with DCAU talent? Not Ted Kendrick anymore.
Not me, obviously.
I guess
Mark Hamill for me.
Yeah, Mark Hamill or Kevin Conroy would be up there.
Bruce Timm,
I think
as well.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Someone said Bruce Timm after this question was asked, but I think
Mark Hamill would be nicer.
It would be very difficult set of questions, just an hour or less with Bruce Timm. And I think that we'd have to like start off by being like, we hope you understand how much we respect you.
Yes.
we hope that you this is why you are why our lives are how they are. So it's not, we don't.
And he would be like, oh my God.
Yeah. Cool. Gamora says, would you guys like to see Terry incorporated into Young Justice? What are some things you Terry McGinnis?
He's young.
I mean, I guess they've brought in like teen characters that wouldn't necessarily be teens at the same time as each other before, so that'd be kind of cool.
If they did like a 50-year time jump, yeah.
Yeah, or whenever now is. Right. What are some things you think Young Justice does better than the DCAU and vice versa? I think the DCAU better grasp on like just like cohesive storytelling. Like the Young Justice has been way better, I think, at like world building than JLU was, but it's not as like easy to follow who's the main character, what's going on, kind of.
It jumps around a lot.
Yeah. But it could be. I mean, I've been kind of. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt that by the end of the season it'll like converge into a thing that all makes sense. So
it's starting to get there. They're starting to tie up loose ends and stuff. The last like there's just a lot of different plot threads that are. You just have to keep up with it all.
Yeah.
It'd be a little
Kendrick again. What art style would you like to be used more, or to tell a certain story? I really liked the style that they used in one of the Superman, the one with the elite. Remember the elite?
Yes, the elite.
I liked the art style in that. It's very unique. That you don't see it in anything else, and it was like just
Doug
cartoony
Mankey
enough.
Was the original artist.
That's a Pokemon, so I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, Doug Primate.
Yeah. There you go.
It's the same artist who did the original Superman and the Elite storyline from Action Comics, who did Blackest Night and stuff like that.
Okay. But yeah, there's not any other like
Under the Red Hood
direct-to-video movies that he's done the style for, or whoever's done the style for that one. I like that. Favorite
I would
character
say,
and anything at all. I like Batman.
I like Starman. He's my favorite character. But as far as the animation style, I would like to see obviously.
Say that again, because all I heard was "I'd like to see," and then you cut out.
Well, I said Bruce Timm stuff, but that seems pretty obvious.
Obvious, yeah. Why wouldn't you have guessed? Yeah. All right. Jake asks what our favorite video game is.
Ooh.
Wait,
he knows Maddie's. What's Maddie's favorite?
Yeah,
video
what
game?
is Maddie's? I don't know. I
bet it is one of those Cartoon Network Flash player games.
Yeah. Beat the Mr. Freeze. That's what it's called. Batman beat the Mr. Freeze.
There was a good Teen Titans game on there that was like sort of Mortal Kombat where you pick your fighter and it was pretty sweet.
I just
that's not my favorite game.
No, it's official. You locked it in. Final answer.
All right, that's my favorite
game. I just finished playing all 4 Arkham games. I played them completely out of order. I played Night, Origins, Asylum, City, but I
don't have a current gaming system right now.
Yeah, you've mentioned that.
I know. So maybe if more people donated to the Patreon, we could fix it.
We could buy PS4s for everybody.
That's right. I'll probably get a PS4 soon.
There's our definitely true mission statement. You donate to our Patreon at any level. Every one of our
gets a PS4.
PlayStation 4, yeah.
We're like Oprah over here. PS4, check under your chair.
Yeah, wherever you are. Into your house. We went into
you might find a PS4. Yeah. I really like
chances are
Legend of Zelda games, though. I like Zelda Link's Awakening. That's a classic.
I've never played a Zelda game in my life. So, there you go. I played Halo a lot in high school, and it's still kind of nostalgically fascinating to me. Like I
played Halo 2 with some friends just last night, actually.
Yeah,
it was like the remastered
one
for the Xbox One,
the Master Chief Collection.
That's right.
Wait, how did you play it?
I went to a video game bar where you paid $10 and you can play any games for as long as you want.
I have.
It was
There's one
cool.
Of those, yeah.
I had fun.
Except I don't know if it's worth $10, Morty. But
I was there for like 4 hours, so it was fun.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, that's the show.
Is that the show?
Thanks, everybody. I think so.
Cool. Thanks for the trash, everyone.
The new X-Men series looks good. Sure. Yeah. Thanks for everyone's trash.
Oh, the new comic series. It does. I've heard good things about House of X.
Sure.
That's what he's talking.
I believe you.
Now you know.
Thank you, Adam. You didn't hear this, but you will when you hear it now. You've decided for some reason re-listen to this.
He left because we were making fun of Star Trek.
He did not leave. Hiding out.
Sorry for making fun of Star Trek.
Yeah. I've forgotten to do this last couple of times, but I do want to thank Echidna Power and Brian the Starhog for helping us out today with the live stream and every other time that we do this. We want to keep doing these live, so you
guys
are
fun. Enjoying doing. Maybe we'll bring Maddie on.
Way. Yeah, we can figure out technology and 3 people. And that's not a jab at the echidnas. That's a jab at myself and Ted for not having a problem. I don't know.
I'm technologically. I can't even say the word.
Challenged. When
just
you
challenged in general.
Before the call started, you came in and then I got to go instead. And left, I said he was having technical difficulties. So thank you, everybody. The podcast is usually out every other Monday, but we're kind of switching it up, trying to find the best day for us to all consistently be on live. When the It's on iTunes and YouTube and WatchtowerDatabase.com. And that was the thing.
Yeah.
There was something when I said Orion the Starhog, it made me think of when Jay's reviews Justice League Season 2 review came out a couple weeks ago or a week ago or so, and Maddie and I make cameos at the end of that. And the whole video pronounces Orion's name Orion as if it's like O'Brien, like with an apostrophe in it or something. And I never
Eel Orion.
Yeah, like I've never like I went like, why is he saying it like that? And like, oh, I guess because like that's how you might say it. It was just a weird.
That's how I say it.
Mind blow. Of course
I'm not always right.
That's how you say it. We're on social media at DCAU Watch. It's been at the bottom of the stream here for a while. We're also on patreon.com/DCAU Watchtower. Get out. Good got there for your
Have you repped the shirts yet?
Receivings.
We got some merch. The merch, the shirts. So I was just going to show off my shirt. I'm wearing I'm wearing my 12 Level Intellect shirt today. And I got a tie-dyed.
Tie-dye version.
That's kind of fun. You can't buy a tie-dyed version. You have to do that yourself.
Yeah, you have to put the work in, okay?
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll be
we should make a new shirt.
Soon.
We should make one called Just Waiting for 50 Years from now, whenever now is.
Whatever now is. Yeah, we'll find some more memes to put on the shirts. So we got videos out twice a week on the YouTube channel, so subscribe to make sure you don't miss that. Discord servers at a link in the description as well. Join us. We're always, I mean, by we, I mean I and Maddie. Ted's never.
I'm gonna try to be more present if you want me.
You like Ted the most. You don't need to be in the Discord.
The best way to reach me is probably
artificial-ink creative whatever.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram. I do the Instagram.
Yeah, you are.
You can DM me there. I'm at ted.kendrick or artificial.ink.creative is my little production company I got. I make some things with it. Make some stuff.
I actually went on there because I had for some reason assumed like, oh, Ted's probably not been keeping blog with stuff that's been going on, but you definitely have.
I have.
And I scrolled all the way back to it. Made me like I scrolled all the way back to the most recent Legacies when it came out, and you wrote like a whole little article about it, and I was like, just write that for the Watchtower website. I don't care about your website.
Yeah,
no one cares.
That's artificial-ink-creative.com or tedkendrick.com. It goes to the same place.
Wow. There's no dash in Ted Kendrick.
Nope, no dash. Nope. Why would I want a dash at all?
Who beats me?
I put a dash in artificial ink because if you don't put a dash there, it looks like artificial ink. Looks like a link.
I see. Artificial link.
Artificial link.
Artificial link. Right. I don't want to go to this fish website. So we got a Loot Crate affiliate code in the description. If you're thinking about buying a Loot Crate, you should click the link in our description to go buy it, because then we get a teeny bit of that money. And
little bit of it.
Itty bitty living space, so that we can have a slightly less itty bitty living space.
So we don't have to move to a trailer like we were talking.
Yeah. It's a good wrap up right there. So
I've got a good wrap up. I got a wrap up question for you. Do you think the Star Trek Enterprise was named that way because way back when it was founded, Wayne Enterprise created it, like they did the Watchtower? So
I'm gonna hit the end stream
Wayne
button now.
Enterprise, the USS Wayne Enterprise.
Okay, we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.